Are you ready for something scary? Because in this video, we're going to expose some of the scariest things happening on the dark web right now. Specifically, we're talking about the rise of AI-powered black markets. If you haven't already heard, AI is taking over. It's been writing novels, it's been creating artwork, it's been making music, and now it's infiltrated the dark web, which means there are brand new illegal activities taking place that we need to talk about. From AI voice cloning to rented AI hackers, here's everything you need to know about how criminals are using AI to make money and wreak havoc. But first, if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button. We drop new videos exposing the darkest parts of the internet every single week. All right, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about a scary tool that people can use to create convincing fake identities. This is an example of what we found when we bought a social media bot from an online marketplace. When you run this program, it creates hundreds of fake accounts using different names, emails, and photos. It's the perfect way for scammers to build fake personas they can later use to manipulate victims into giving them money. With the help of AI, bad actors can easily spin up thousands of fake accounts in minutes. This means it's easier than ever for them to run scams on unsuspecting users. And it gets even worse. These programs don't just create fake profiles. They also pull publicly available information about the targets that they've locked onto. For example, the tool will find all of the pictures that the target has posted on their profile. It will download those images and then it will upload them to the new fake account. In other words, the scammer basically steals the target's identity and then uses it to impersonate them online. This means that victims could lose thousands of dollars before they even realize what happened. That's why it's important for us all to be aware of this scam so we can protect ourselves against it. But wait, it gets even worse. Because there's a reason that these bots have been getting so popular recently, and it has to do with AI. Artificial intelligence is rapidly evolving and becoming more sophisticated. It's now possible for scammers to use AI bots to automatically generate fake accounts with fake images and information. In the past, creating fake accounts required manual labor, but with AI, it can be done in seconds. Not only does this make it easier for scammers to create fake accounts, but it also makes it harder for social media platforms to detect them. AI-generated fake accounts are becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish from real ones, and this means that scammers are able to fly under the radar and trick unsuspecting victims into giving them money. Now let's move on to another dark web trend: AI voice cloning. If you think about it, our voices are kind of like digital fingerprints. They are unique to each of us and can be used to identify us even if we try to hide our faces. But what if someone could copy your voice and use it to commit crimes? That's exactly what's happening on the dark web. Voice cloning technology is being used to create realistic audio clips of people saying things they never said. And the scariest part is that it's relatively easy to do. All you need is a few minutes of recorded audio from your voice, and then the AI can do the rest. Take a look at this voice clone made from just 3 minutes of audio. Even though it's still in development, you can hear that it sounds strikingly similar to the original voice. And once these clones are created, they can be used for all sorts of malicious purposes. For example, criminals can use them to create realistic audio clips of people agreeing to financial transactions or other crimes. These clips can then be used to blackmail or extort the targets, or even frame them for a crime they didn't commit. Voice cloning technology is becoming increasingly sophisticated, and it's only a matter of time until criminals use it to commit large-scale crimes. But wait, there's more. There are websites offering stolen phone conversations for sale. Imagine your most private moments being leaked to the public. That's exactly what's happening on these websites. Stolen phone conversations are being uploaded and sold to anyone who wants to buy them. And the worst part is that these conversations often contain sensitive personal information. For example, they may include details about ongoing legal cases, financial transactions, or even personal relationships. The use of AI makes it easier than ever for criminals to access and exploit our personal information. In fact, many of these services claim to have 99% accuracy in identifying and extracting key information from conversations. And once they have that information, they can use it to target individuals for scams, blackmail, or other forms of extortion. This is a scary development, and it's important that we take steps to protect ourselves. But next, we're going to talk about something that might freak you out even more: AI-generated deepfakes. Deepfakes are videos where someone's face has been superimposed onto someone else's body. And now AI is making it easier than ever for criminals to create these fake videos. Take a look at this example of an AI-generated deepfake video. You might not notice anything wrong at first glance, but if you look closely, you can see that the person's face is slightly distorted and unnatural. That's because it was created by training an AI on thousands of images and videos of the target, and then using that AI to generate a fake video of them doing something they never did. These videos can be used for all sorts of malicious purposes. For example, criminals could use them to blackmail or extort their targets, or even frame them for a crime they didn't commit. But it doesn't stop there. AI is also being used to create fake audio clips of people saying things they never said. This can be used to create realistic-sounding audio clips of people agreeing to financial transactions or other crimes. These clips can then be used to blackmail or extort the targets, or even frame them for a crime they didn't commit. The scariest part is that it's becoming increasingly difficult to tell the difference between a real video and a fake one. As AI technology continues to evolve, it's likely that criminals will become more sophisticated in their use of deep fakes. That's why it's important for us all to be aware of this technology and the potential risks it poses. Moving on, let's talk about another scary trend: AI identity erasers. These are programs designed to remove personal information that's been leaked online. But the problem is that they're being used for nefarious purposes. For example, criminals can use AI identity erasers to scrape the web for personal information like addresses and phone numbers. Then, they can use this information to target individuals for scams or blackmail. It's a scary thought, but it's becoming a reality as AI technology continues to evolve. To make matters worse, many identity eraser programs use AI to automate the process of finding and removing personal information. This means that criminals can quickly scan the web for vulnerable targets without having to spend hours manually searching for information. It's a scary thought, but it's a reality. And finally, we need to talk about something truly disturbing: AI hackers for hire. That's right. Criminals are now renting AI-powered hacking tools to launch massive cyber attacks. What makes this so terrifying is that these attacks are incredibly hard to defend against. AI hackers can launch massive distributed denial-of-service attacks, DDoS attacks that overwhelm targets with bogus requests, making them unavailable to legitimate users. They can also launch spear phishing attacks where they attempt to trick people into giving them access to sensitive systems by impersonating someone the target trusts. Not only are these attacks extremely difficult to defend against, but they're also extremely effective. In fact, recent reports indicate that AI-powered DDoS attacks have increased by over 300% in the past year alone. And the worst part is that these attacks are only becoming more sophisticated as AI technology continues to evolve. What's more, AI hackers are becoming increasingly affordable, meaning that even small-time criminals have the ability to launch major attacks. It's a scary thought, but it's the reality we need to face as we enter this new era of cyber warfare. So there you have it, a terrifying look at the rise of AI-powered black markets on the dark web. From AI voice cloning to AI hackers for hire, the possibilities for malicious activity are endless. But don't worry, because we're here to keep you informed about the latest trends and technologies shaping the digital world. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. After all, we're just getting started.